Well, hello everyone. How are you all? I will start this kind of let's play thing as I do all these videos, it seems, by apologising for the lack of the last two episodes of Digi Level 2. Reason being, those of you who backed on Kickstarter and support us on Patreon will know, my mum has been in hospital for the last month and a half, and we've been trying to get her into a care home, and it hasn't left a lot of time. If you've ever had to deal with putting an elderly parent in care, I mean, it's a bit of a nightmare, isn't it, Sanya?
It's quite intense, shall we say?
And that's just my mother. That's just my mother herself and her guilt tripping. Anyway, we won't talk about that. Oh, we just got off the phone from my sister. It's a whole thing. Calm. Let's talk about this that is on screen in front of you. It's another Teletext game. Bamboozle. If you've watched our Bamboozle Let's Play, you'll know I designed the character of Bamber Boozler. But Bamber Boozler went on holiday a few times and at the end of 1993, and he went on holiday to make way for Knightmare. Now, Sonia, do you know what Knightmare is?
Oh, it rings a bell, but
Sonia grew up in Australia, everyone.
it's not a green screen show that you have to solve puzzles.
Yes, yes.
We based
it was
Drum's
like
challenge on it.
Yes,
Is
Drum's
that it?
challenge coming
Oh,
later
okay.
this year as part of Digi Level 2.
Yes, we watched a couple of episodes of it.
Yes, we did for research.
Yeah.
It was like a sort of, I guess, a bit of point and click adventure. It was a little bit sort of fighting fantasy, role playing, influenced all films against green screen. Anyway, Teletext did a tie-in with them where we did some choose your own adventures in lieu of Bamboozle. I think there were three of them. The first one I think was called like Eagle Quest or something like that. Cool, yeah. Only one of them has been recovered. This is on a page on the internet called castleteletext.com. I'll leave a link. I don't know who recovered this. What's the matter? You look like you want to say something.
What's that noise?
That was my stomach.
Oh.
Thanks for pointing it out.
It sounded like a lady talking.
I've just had a Scotch egg.
Sounded like a lady saying, car,
no,
HBW,
I swallowed Charlie Brown's teacher. Oh, that sounds a bit dodgy. Sorry, that sounds a bit...
Charlie Brown. Yeah. Please make your way to the reception desk.
What were you trying to say?
I'm a little bit in shock.
Bye.
I don't know if you want to do your traditional getting angry at me for talking about the screen.
Oh, no, this is... I think this will be on the screen.
Okay, this is going to be on the screen. Knowing you as well as I know you,
yeah,
I'm probably 9 out of 10 in my level of shock right now that this is the game you've chosen.
Why?
And let's see if you can figure out why. Let's have a good look at the screen. There's one particular word that stands out to me.
Christmas.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Okay. I wanted to talk about this.
What's your
no
rule
Christmas things outside of Christmas?
Exactly. You make us.
Okay.
Not make us, because I kind of half agree with the rule, but...
Half agree?
Well, no, I 90% agree with the rules. Just for some things, I break the rules.
Look.
But, like, you are, like, full-on 100% adhering to this rule. And, like, what month are we in? April? May?
Nearly May.
Yeah.
Well, look, there's barely anything Christmassy in this. It's just ice. It's like that whole thing, like every year the games companies would go, oh, it's Christmas, we need to put out a snowboarding game. It's like, what? It's like, like most of the countries in the world that celebrate Christmas don't even have snow at Christmas. It's just rubbish. There's no Father Christmas in this.
But there is the word Christmas.
Just there on that screen.
Actually, it's not just the word. It's the name of the game is a quest for Christmas. It's a quest for Christmas.
No, it's not a quest for Christmas. It's a quest for the Christmas season. It's in time for Christmas is what they mean.
Exactly.
It's not, you don't go on a quest looking for Christmas.
Getting this done sometime within the next 9-10 months.
No.
How many months is it?
No, you're not understanding.
Well, that's what it's making me...
Well, you're misunderstanding. You'll see there's no Christmas shit in it.
But except for the title
except for that. Well, the title is The Ice Palace of and it's a nightmare quest for Christmas. For Christmas, like a a dog. I don't know, a dog for Christmas. I don't know what I mean.
Let's twist this around to make it fit
We're debating this too much.
Let's twist this around to make this fit within your arbitrary Christmas rules.
No, this is
okay.
too, this
so
is
our aim of the game is to
frustrating.
complete this quest before Christmas.
No, it isn't. It's to do it now.
June, July,
now.
September, October, November, December.
Now.
Our quest is to complete this game within the next 8 months. So everyone watching,
oh my God,
you're going to get to watch
right,
this game
look,
one
I wanted
word
to
at
talk.
a time.
I wanted to talk about this.
Okay,
this is important. I designed the graphics for this.
Yes,
it was written by a man called Mike Clue or Cool or something.
Mike Cool.
It wasn't like.
Is that his name, Mike?
I can't remember because I've got to click off the screen to find it. Anyway, I don't know if it's the same guy, but the 3 games were written by this Michael Cool. The Fin cat wants to go out the room now.
Oh, no.
This whole thing has been. We had a stressful call from my sister about my needy mother. We've been waiting an hour because one of our children looked like she was about to go out and then didn't. So we were sitting there waiting for her to leave and then decided to do it. Now the cat's gone mad. You've gone on about Christmas unnecessarily and with willfully misunderstanding the whole thing. Why have you shut the door? She's just going to try and come in again.
No, she'll just sit there staring at us through
She'll
the door.
all start banging her head against it because she's such a weed. The other cat can open the door. Why can't she?
She wants us to do it. Before we move on from the Christmas topic.
No, we're moving on from it now. I want to talk about how this came about. I was talking about. We have moved on. I was talking about Michael Cool or whatever his name is. Right, we have moved on. We have moved on from Christmas. Right, Michael Thing. Right, he wrote it. Now, I don't know. I looked him up. I don't know if he's the same guy that played, I believe, the character of the Gatekeeper in the show. I don't know, but it's a bit of a coincidence.
That's cool.
Well, they had the same name.
I don't know.
They had the same name.
Oh, well, then how many Michael Cools can there be?
Not I don't even know if that's his name. I should look this
That
up.
fits in with your Peanuts theme. You
What?
know, your tummy talking.
Why are you going to mention it
Wasn't
again?
Snoopy's alter ego Joe Cool?
It's not spelled Cool.
Kuhl.
No, see, I can't remember. It might not even be cool. I'll flash it up on screen now what his name actually is, and then just replace that in your heads every time I mention him, which is never going to be again. Right, Ice Palace of. I can't even. What a terrible name.
Please, can we just clear up one more thing about Christmas rules?
No, God, you can't let it go and kind of
No.
appreciate that the conversation has moved on from that.
I will let it go after this. So, where do you stand on non-Christmas themed
We've moved on.
films?
We've moved on.
Like Die Hard, watching them outside the Christmas period.
Die Hard is the whole debate is it or isn't it a Christmas film?
Would you, or is it in your eyes?
It's a film that happens to be set during Christmas. There's not a lot of Christmas stuff in it.
Would you watch it outside of the Christmas period?
Probably, yeah.
Okay, cool. I can't think of any other.
Well, I'm
films.
glad we included that bit.
No, well, I can't think of any other.
No, you can't, can you? That just out. Well, Gremlins, is that a Christmas film?
Gremlins.
No, that's too Christmassy. Right.
Okay.
Ice Palace. I can't even pronounce the name. This is a terrible name for a game.
Asandra.
It's a terrible
Asandra.
name, Michael, whatever your name is. Also, I don't like that logo. I designed it. I drew that whenever it was 31 years ago. I don't like it. It's too difficult to read. I'm hoping part of that is because it's been corrupted in the recovery. I suspect not. It looks pretty bad.
Can I just say,
Yeah.
as my child self, my inner child right now is rejoicing at the letter T. I would have this font that you've created. I would have been tracing that and copying that because look how cool that T. Look how cool that T is.
What about the A?
And the way the palace is dripping down.
It's not dripping.
Oh,
not melting.
Is it not icicles?
They're icicles.
Yeah,
so it's
but
not dripping,
icicles
is it? They're
melting.
frozen.
They're not icicles melting.
No, I'd have done some drips underneath if they were.
Well, anyway, the T is exceptional, and the F at the end in of.
Right, great, thanks. I think it looks terrible. But that was a problem with these games. I remember this, right? The guy who wrote it, he wrote too much. He wasn't writing for Teletext, right? They were like, this has got to be a graphic adventure. But he gave me so little space for the graphics. I remember even at the time being disappointed with my graphics because Teletext, it's not exactly high resolution, so you don't have a lot of room. And particularly my style is not great at sort of I like big, bold images. and having the space to do big, bold images, and there wasn't the space. So, go look at Turn of the Worm. I did all those. They were, big, bold images, full page images. It was just like mostly text on the pages with me squashed. Not me, literally, but my images squashed into the top. As we'll see, I don't think they're very good. And I can say that because I did them. Anyway, right, look, we've been sat on this screen for so long now. You've all read that.
I think
okay, well, it works the same way as Bamboozle. It's an adventure game using the fast text colour buttons on certain televisions. Once you begin your adventure, you will undertake a fantastic journey. Mistakes may force you to retrace your steps. Only perseverance, wit and courage will take you to the end of the Knightmare trail.
Okay.
So I'm going to click on begin your adventure rather than Mensa, for example.
What's Mensa?
Oh, it's the Genius Club.
On Teletext?
They had a page, yeah.
Get out. Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Is Bridge the game Bridge?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
A page about
God,
Bridge.
Teletext had everything.
It had everything. Even had a really good video games page.
Whoa.
Wow. Right, I'm clicking on begin your adventure.
Okay.
Right, that's...
Joe Cool.
No, it's not Joe Cool. It's Treguard, Master of the Quest. He was the presenter. Played by Hugo someone or another. Welcome, adventurer. Your quest will take you to the great northern ice field, a frozen realm inhabited by ferocious polar bears. You travel to rescue a captive maiden. It's a little bit old-fashioned, isn't it? I will aid you when I can. You will hear my voice at the time of need. You won't hear it. You'll read his words. Hold to the adventurer's code, answer truthfully, choose wisely, use force only in direst need, and remember, cheats never prosper. That image is all right. It looks a bit like him. But, and I've got some sort of birds in the background mounted. This is what it's going to be. I'm going to be critiquing.
What is the bit on the left?
Portcullis.
What is, sorry?
It's a portcullis.
What is a portcullis?
I suppose you didn't have those in Australia, given
I'm not sure what it is.
It's the gate that comes down in front of castles.
Oh.
Portcullis.
Of course.
Of Cullis. That's not a very good pun. It's a poor pun. Right, I'm going to click on next. Right, oh my God, hello. Right, do you want to read it?
Yeah. Treguard indicates the Northern Trail. But wait, what's Treguard again?
He's the guy that...
Oh, right, yes. Treguard indicates the Northern Trail.
I know it sounds like a make of deodorant.
It does, actually. Pulling your cloak tightly about you, you stride into the freezing wind. Ahead of you, you see a tall figure. It is Hordris, the Confuser. Magician extraordinary.
Do you think, before we get on to what Hordris the Confuser says, do you think he gave himself that name, or do you think other people gave him that name because he's like confusing? He's like I never know what he's saying. That Hordris the Confuser.
Oh, so you think other people gave him the name?
Well, it's a weird thing to want to be. It's like I like confusing people.
My first instinct was to say he chose that name for himself.
I think he was just like a bit obtuse.
I think he chose the name for himself because he's like, yeah, my special skill is confusing people.
I mean, it's a funny thing to be proud of.
It is a funny thing to be proud of.
I like confusing people. I mean, I find one to talk.
Biffo the Confuser. I do believe one of your ideas for the upcoming 2 episodes...
Don't give anything away.
Let's just say Biffo the Confuser would fit if you decide to go through
with
that idea.
I'm doing it.
Okay. Nervous laugh. All right.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, he
is he a monk?
Think is he? He's a confuser.
Oh, see, we don't even know. Yeah. Is he a monk? Is he not a monk?
Yeah. Profession confuser. PhD confusion.
Master of confusion.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, he's a magician.
Oh, we need to read what he says.
Implications. Well, that's already confusing from the start.
Is this the best Treguard could find?
Okay. I think Hordris the Rude, more like.
Yeah, exactly. One doubts if you are wise enough for such a quest. One will test you.
Okay, wow.
Oh, wow.
Full of yourself much?
Tell me, puny adventurer.
God, he's so
He's
rude.
really rude. Those who dwell in this land are known to outsiders as Eskimos. How are they properly called?
I don't think you can call them Eskimos anymore, can you? I don't think that's okay anymore.
No, I believe it. I believe it's not used
Right,
as
okay,
much.
well, Hordris the old-fashioned racist, I think, is the...
Well, no, but he's actually saying how are they more properly called. So he is saying
Hordris the unwoke.
He is.
Yeah, I know. Okay,
in
you wouldn't...
Hordris's defense, he is saying
You wouldn't have...
don't call them Eskimos.
You wouldn't have... Okay, swap Eskimo for another race, okay? One that is more commonly, you know, got racial epithets lobbed their way. Do you think that would be an okay question to have on
Actually,
Teletext?
yeah, good point.
You know, they are known to outsiders as, how are they more properly called? African Americans? Or, you know, come on. Seriously,
That's
it's
an
not any
excellent
better.
point. That's an excellent point.
So, yeah, Teletext. I think you
Yikes.
you need to get woke and go broke. Oh, you did. Sorry about that.
What
are they now? The
what year was-
1993.
1993. Right. So the choices are Bunwit, Titbit, Chuzzlewit, or Inuit. Well, I think we all know the answer.
Bunwit. It's just a quiz, isn't it? That's what it is. Hordris the racist.
Yeah, I thought this was meant to be a choose your own adventure.
Ah, now that's a nice
that is
image.
A cool
That's not bad.
Image.
I don't like the eye on the right, but it's not bad.
What don't you like about the eye on the right?
I could have done better. That's all.
How?
I just could have. What do you want me to talk in like annoying technical detail about
Yes,
how?
please.
No, I'm not going to. But it's a good
I
image.
think it's perfect. Wouldn't that make a cool bookmark if you printed that out? Yeah, if you printed it out, it's rectangular.
Also,
like a
the
bookmark.
eyes aren't. They're not level. The
No,
right
that's
hand
what's
eye is.
good about it. That's like his face
Yeah,
is turned
it
to the
is,
side.
but it doesn't look that because the bottom of the right hand eye is too flat. It needs to be angled up slightly.
Well, that's how I immediately interpreted it.
Okay,
That
great.
his face is turned to the side.
Okay, go on. Do you want to see what Hordris says?
Yes, Hordris says, an enlightened adventurer. Remarkable. Listen then, one's foolish daughter Cidis has been captured by a Sandre.
Okay, he's calling his daughter.
sorceress.
His daughter has been like abducted, and he's calling her foolish.
Yeah, he's being mean to you, the player, and also your daughter.
I think we should change his name to Shitdris. Shitdis.
Shit, dis. That's good. So Essandre is an ice sorceress. Her palace lies far to the north. She awaits my rescue mission and has set magic traps for me.
Oh.
She will not expect you. No, she will not expect you in like massive capital letters. There is a slight chance you might get through. One gifts you with a spell, heat. You may use it only once. Good fortune. Oh, this is good. So it's like mixing in a bit of choose your own adventure. It's not just quiz.
No, it's not just quiz. Do you think we're going to learn why the ice sorceress Andre captured Cidis? I think we're not, because often these sorcerers, they just capture people, don't they? You never really get kind of, any kind of insight into their motivations or psychology. They just go around capturing people.
That's why the movie, I'm trying to think of the name, the Sleeping Beauty one.
The new one?
No, what's the...
Maleficent.
That's why the movie Maleficent was great, because
it
gave us insight into Maleficent.
Maybe too much. Sometimes you don't need it.
Stuff.
Anyway, I think we should change this man's name to Hordris the Victim Shamer.
Hordris the Shamer for sure.
Yeah, right. Okay, so we've got a spell called Heat.
Yes.
Heat magazine. What are the gift? I give you with a magazine.
Gossips.
Heat.
Gossips.
Gossips. I love reading the gossips. Right. Oh, that's a bad image, Paul. Oh, that's so bad. I can do better than that. Oh. Anyway. Do you want to read it?
Yes. You set out across
Such a
the
bad
ice
image.
sheet. What is bad about
It's
it?
just rubbish.
It's not rubbish. Well, talk us through it. What's going on in the image?
Do you know what? Because my thing, which some people were like, oh, this is what Paul Rose kind of his style was noted for its. You see, I'm quoting other people for its sort of bold borders, like
Yes.
the black around images.
Yeah.
I don't take credit for that. That was partly inspired by Barney's Bunch, which was on Channel 4, Teletext pre-Teletext, Oracle, when it used to be called Oracle. They had really bold, colourful images like that were sort of cut out from the background. But, I mean, I didn't like using it was a hold graphics command. I know this is all really confusing, but because the more commands you put in to alter the graphics, hold graphics would allow you, for instance, to not have you see where those white mountains are, and there's a big black line.
Yeah.
Hold graphics would allow you to not have that big black line and just have the white directly on top of the blue. Unfortunately, to do that,
Right.
that cuts off some of the side, and so you lose some of the image. It's not
So it makes the image smaller.
Yeah, however, it does
in width.
and I didn't like that. However, I now with hindsight would go, I would have used it there.
So you would have just had
Not had the big black background. There's a thing
morph into sky.
It's a comics technique as well. Comics artists use where the nearer something is to the camera, if you like, or the front, the thicker the line around it. So things further back, they will draw with thinner outline.
Oh.
How else I learned it in graphical communication or technical drawing. It's called the thick and thin line technique. But so consequently, what's gone wrong with this image is the igloo, which is a terrible igloo as well, is done with like a thin line, but those mountains in the background are kind of thick lines. So it's the perspective is shit.
So you would have just flipped that around and had the igloo.
I would have tried
lines.
to. Well, I probably
And
wouldn't have thicker lines. I'd have kept no black lines for the mountains. I would have done the mountains as just sort of white silhouettes. That's how I would do it now.
What does the thick and thin line do?
Well, it makes you think something's nearer.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Was it on purpose that the igloo says fit?
Where does it say fit, Sonia? No, stop putting your hand over the microphone because you're knocking it.
Sorry.
You don't have to reach over the microphone and knock it like that.
Or reach under. F-I-T.
It doesn't say that clearly. It does not look like it says that.
Does anyone else? Can you see where it says fit?
No, don't leave a comment saying whether you can or not. I don't care. Right.
All right.
Off you go.
You set across the ice sheet. Oh, start again.
No, I can cough and you can read. Still getting over that thing. Go on.
You set out across the ice sheet along the path Hordris indicates. Soon he is lost behind. Oh. And you can see nothing but ice and what?
He's not coming to help find his daughter. He's like victim shamed.
No, it's your daughter, isn't it? Hordris.
No, it's his daughter. His daughter's called Cidis. What would be that? You're really not paying attention to these things.
I thought Hordris was telling you that your daughter had been captured.
What do you think? Everyone's called something Driss in this.
Can we go back to the previous
No,
page?
we cannot. I know for a fact we're not rescuing our daughter. We're rescuing his foolish daughter, Cidris.
Oh, okay.
I swear to God, on these Let's Plays, half the time I spend explaining to you things because you've not paid attention properly.
Just like in real life.
Yes.
So, soon he is lost behind, and you can see nothing but ice and snow in every direction. The chill enters your bones, and you shiver in every limb. Then ahead you spot a small white dome, an igloo. Do you go in, or do you keep moving? I think let's go in.
I mean, it'd be a bit disappointing if we didn't.
Yeah.
No, I won't bother.
No, who cares? Go into the fit igloo. And there's an F on top as well.
Oh, what's that? It looks like a stomach. Again, Paul, not a great image. You could have done better. Right.
I knew what it was.
Stomach.
A stomach, yeah. Inside the igloo, it is slightly warmer.
Also, sorry, I did smoke coming out of the igloo in the other image. Where's the fire? No fire.
That's the fire.
That's not a fire. It's a sack.
I thought it was a fire.
See, yeah, there you go. That's the issue. It's not a great image.
Oh. Yeah. Okay. Inside the igloo, it is slightly warmer. Oh, I'd forgotten to turn the washing machine off.
Like I told you to.
You find a collection of objects left behind by the owner. A sack. Opening it, you find it to be full of greasy, smelly lumps of something unpleasant.
What?
A pair of
It's a bit
snowshoes.
weird.
I know. Greasy lumps of what?
Why? It's a
Lard.
bit vague.
Poo.
Poo, flesh,
Oh, no.
fat. Fat is lard. isn't
Lard,
it?
yeah.
What animal does lard come from? What?
I don't know.
Oh, I didn't know if you were like not saying.
No, I just don't
You
know.
you had your face on you when you like had thought something bad and didn't want to say it.
No, I actually genuinely
And-
didn't
until
know.
I wear you down to tell me what it was your thought.
And then you always regret it.
Yeah, because I'm like,
'Cause it's
oh, Tanya,
worse.
that's disgusting.
Yeah.
You all think she's better than Mel. She's worse than me.
No, just as bad, not worse. A pair of snowshoes and a white fur coat. Which do you take?
I mean, it's very tempting
Oh my
to take the sack.
goodness. The smelly lumps of something unpleasant, of course.
Well, the lumps.
Should we take
the
that?
lumps? Could be something we
They
could
could
throw
be
for food for
yeah.
if an animal chases us.
Yeah, or a
However,
monster.
snowshoes can make us go faster,
And a fur coat could stop us from dying of hypothermia.
and also it could. But we do have the heat
And
spell.
can you trade in this game?
I doubt it.
Could you trade?
It's not
for
very
fur
complex. A white fur coat could also be camouflage. It is a white fur coat.
Doesn't specify that.
What
Oh
do
yes,
you
it
think?
does.
Also, why have we made it this far without a coat? Be an idiot.
Yeah.
I want to take the lumps.
I want to take the lumps.
Right, we're taking
Hey,
the lumps. Yeah.
well done us for straight away agreeing with each other.
Okay, what do you make of that image?
It is like a fjord or a mountain crevasse. Is that what they're
Yeah,
called?
with a bit of a path.
A bit of a path. So
Okay, it's not bad. It's better. It's better because I've used the black there to look like more
like shadow.
like more mountains in the
Yeah.
distance. It's better.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Slinging the weight of the disgusting sack over your one shoulder, you step out into the snow again, moving north.
Problem I often have.
What, stepping out into
No,
the
I'm
snow?
gonna sling my disgusting sack over my shoulder. Stop it dragging along the ground. My smelly, greasy sack.
Oh dear. Moving north again, you come to a divide in the path. You may travel down a valley or along a high rocky ledge. Which route do you take? How do you say it? Which route do you take?
In this country. We're not in America now.
For our Americans, it means route.
What do you think?
The high road or the low road? I want to take the high road.
Really? It's going to
Why?
be colder up there. But fine.
We've got a heat spell.
I'm in the valley. It'll be warmer. But
We'll go in the...
anyway, right.
Oh, yes, let's feed him the lumps.
That's a bad image. Sorry, I'm criticising it again. That
What's
is
wrong with
not
that?
a great
Love his
polar
yellow
bear.
teeth.
Part of the problem was, right, back in those days, we didn't have the internet, 1993. We didn't have that in the office. There was one when I sort of about a year after I started at Teletext, they got the internet on one computer in one room.
Wow.
So I couldn't like research what a polar bear looked like.
Oh, yeah. So did you have like an encyclopedia
No,
there
nothing
or
like that.
anything?
Nothing. I had
You had to
no-
draw everything from memory.
Yeah. So I couldn't. None of this was
That's
based
pretty
on.
good going.
Well, yeah.
Well, what would
except
you
that.
change in this image
Well, I'll
then?
do a better polar bear. Also, I'll do it coming front on, so it looks kind of like it's coming at you. But I found that I think I probably tried to do that, and it was too difficult because I didn't have reference images.
Ah, fair enough then. Okay, you climb up above the snowy valley, across the bare rock, jutting through the ice, and at the top of the rise you pause. A hideous snarling sounds behind you. Do you want to do the sound? That's a cute sound.
Ah!
A large polar bear is growling, forcing you back towards the edge of the ledge. It leaps towards you and rips the sack from your back. As you hurry away, Treguard whispers, "You may not like the smell, but some regard 2-week-old whale blubber as quite a delicacy."
Okay, well, the sack was a mistake, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't a mistake because the polar bear didn't kill us. It got the sack.
But was it attracted by the smell?
Oh, what came first, the chicken or the egg?
I don't really think that's relevant here.
Well, I think had we taken the high road with just a fur coat, the polar bear would have eaten us.
Or he might have tried to have sex with us because he thought us were, we were another polar bear.
Oh no. So once again, the sack saved us.
Or did it? Did it deprive us?
Well, you can go back and try again.
Right, next. We're still going.
All right.
Another bad image. Anyway, carry on.
You are temporarily
Refreshed? Okay, why
by
did
not
that
being
come
killed.
from? Oh, that was refreshing.
I feel so recharged by the polar bear not killing us. But the icy wind blows you harder from the north. Your finger.
Okay, Sanya, it's not really. I mean, is it really an innuendo? I mean, I suppose it does say blows you harder as opposed to blows harder.
Yeah.
Blows you harder from the north.
From the north.
Great.
Your fingers and toes go numb and your vision blurs. The icy cold extends its reach into your very lungs. It seems that you can go no further. What do you do?
Well, I think turning back is going back to the polar bear, and we don't have any lumps to give him.
Yeah.
Pressing
no
on,
lumps.
we're going to die. I think we've got to do
Spellcast. HEAT. Let's get some
spellcasting. Oh. Now, that's not a bad image. That's okay.
It's cool.
There's still some overly thick lines, but it's okay.
Nice. The spell conjures a glowing ball of red light. Conjures? Well, how do you say it? I think you'll find it's an O.
It is, but it's pronounced conjures.
Well, I say conjures.
You say conjazos, and I say conjazos. Let's call the whole thing off.
So it sees a glowing ball of red light. You step.
It sees it, does it?
Sees, like instead of having to say the word and start the whole debate again.
All right.
You step through it, and an invigorating rush of warmth floods your limbs and seems to cause the blizzard to falter for a moment. Ahead of you suddenly revealed the ice palace of the sorceress. Its walls carved from ice, the tower hundreds of feet into the air, and within lie the captive and the enemy. You make for the entrance.
Okay, here we go.
We should do sound effects of us walking through snow and stuff.
I don't think we need to do that. I don't think we need to do that.
Right.
Of course, you know why they had to do this, why Bamber Boozler had to take some time off.
Because of the whole story.
No, that was later. This was one of his earlier accidents.
Why?
He had he was out in London. Back in those days, phone boxes were like the red ones. I mean, nowadays they've all been replaced. I mean, you barely have phone boxes now, or they've all got like defibrillators in them. But back then,
that's true.
Yeah.
What's that about? Everyone stopped communicating.
Well,
we've
all got mobile phones. But back in those days, it was the big heavy doors. They were like I don't know if they're like iron phone box doors. They're really heavy. And he used to go there not to make phone calls, but to get business cards from the walls.
Oh, really? Was this actually written on Teletext?
This is on Teletext, yeah, because he was into BDSM, and so he got.
This was on.
This is on Teletext, yeah. So he got like a business.
This story was told on Teletext.
Yeah.
Has it been recovered?
I don't think so yet.
Oh, we need to find it.
So he got a business card for dominatrix.
Okay.
But as he was coming out of the phone box, he pushed it. There was a gust of wind, and the business card blew back into the phone box. And as he reached down to pick it up, the door shut on his hand, and it degloved all four of his fingers.
Oh, no.
It just ripped the skin off his fingers.
No, that's disgusting.
So he was in a lot of pain, but a passerby managed to like pick up the skin,
Oh, Paul!
like the finger skin, and they got him to the hospital, and the doctors said, we can't get this back on. We can't get this skin back on. We can't just slip it back on it. So what they did is,
this is actually making my stomach cringe.
Yeah. So what they did have in the hospital was a cow. And so they
Why?
For milk for the children. that had milk for the children.
Right.
And they were able to use its udders to replace his finger skin.
Oh no.
So from that point onwards, he had udder fingers.
And this entire story was on
Yeah,
Teletext.
they said they explained it. They said Bamber's taken a few weeks off because he's degloved
and then
his
went
fingers.
into the whole God.
The whole detail of it, and then and now from now on, so you're all aware, Bamber Boozler has the cow's udders on his fingers. So that was the first time. Remember, they did this 3 times. They did this 3 times. So there were other things. But anyway, we best move on.
Yeah, if anyone has a picture of Bamber Boozler with his udder fingers, please send it in to us.
Okay. W knows.
Like,
I suspect that W wasn't originally there.
he looks like Vanilla Ice.
He does. I know he does look like he's doing a rap pose.
With udder fingers.
Yeah. Do you want to read this?
Yes. She, that's the sorceress, isn't it?
I guess so.
Inside the palace, a great hall of ice stretches out before you. At the far end, a
Stupid name.
A Sandra stands on a high platform beneath a glittering ice chandelier. Beside her, frozen in a block of ice, is Cidis. Do you want to be Asandre?
So,
Cries Asandre.
that old fool thinks he can outwit me by sending a young fool in his place. Absurd.
And she raises her hand above her head to cast a spell at you. What do you do? Do you spellcast heat? Well, we can't because we've already used it.
Who says you can only use a spell once?
I thought it said at the beginning you can only use it once.
Oh, did it?
I think so.
Oh.
Run away or attack.
I think we should run away.
You want to take the coward's option.
Well, we haven't got a sword, have we? We haven't got any way of attack. What are we going to attack her with?
Wouldn't running away just cause her to chase us?
All right, let's attack.
No, let's run away.
No,
let's run away. You're right. We don't have anything to attack with. And she's powerful. Explosion.
That's a terrible explosion, Paul.
And yet we knew it was an explosion.
Well, look at it. I don't know what that thing is in the middle. It looks like
a double heart with a crown on it.
Or a bad maple leaf.
Oh.
Oh.
Or a pair of legs.
But before you can manage a single step, a bolt of mystic energy flies from Asandre's fingertips and strikes you full upon the chest. You feel a strange tingling spread through your body. Funnily enough, that was the second time Bamber had to take some time off when they did the second one of these nightmare things. It's because he was in the Bamboozle office and he had a strange tingling spread through his body, and it turned out he was having a stroke.
Oh no.
Yeah. And when he went to hospital, they rushed him to hospital, and when he got there, they had to open him up, and they were going to put in a stent.
Right.
Unfortunately, what happened is that the surgeon's glasses fell into his chest cavity.
Oh, I think you mentioned something about that.
No, that was his head.
Oh, is this before or after his brain operation?
This is before.
Oh.
Yeah, so they were going to put a stent in. And when he tried to pull the glasses out, the arm of the glasses got hooked on Bamber's heart and pulled it out, and
oh no,
a load of veins and stuff came with it.
How did he survive?
Well, they put it back in, but because this was...
You can't put all the veins back in.
Well, they just stuffed them back in quickly.
Right.
They quickly went, oh, God, and he unhooked his glasses.
This is why they want to make AI the surgeon of the future.
Yes.
But that's
okay.
Scary.
Is that what AI is? Not AI, the surgeon of the future.
That thought of that is scary.
But yeah, but I know. But do you really want like clumsy doctors? Because what happened as well, because the glasses, the surgeon couldn't see then what he was doing.
I thought he pulled the glasses back out.
He pulled the glasses out, but they had all like blood and stuff all over them from like inside Bamber's chest cavity.
Clean them before.
Well, he couldn't because he was like, "Oh my God, I better get this stent in because his chest's been open now." Well, he had to untangle his glasses from there, and unfortunately, what he did is he cut off Bamber's ear.
I mean, the ear's nowhere near the heart. So
yeah, well, he couldn't see because his glasses were covered in blood.
Oh no!
And one of the nurses said, "Oh, doctor, what have you done?" Oh, oh no, doctor! Oh, doctor! But luckily, they still had the cow. So
Oh, she was still there. So wait, this is after his other fingers incident.
yeah,
Oh, the cow, of course.
so
Yeah,
they
the cow's
used
still
the
there.
cow's ear.
So he has cow udders for fingers.
That's right. Yes.
And a cow ear for an ear. What year was this?
But it's 1993.
1993.
Yeah.
Have you got any pictures of him within it?
No, well, they sculpted it to look like a human ear and painted it yellow
clever.
to resemble his skin.
That's very clever.
Because he, of course, did have terrible jaundice.
Oh, yeah, he did. Like the Simpsons character. Okay, but before you can manage a single step, a bolt of mist... No, you've already read that.
Oh, what?
Oh, cute. Love this image. This would also make another great bookmark.
It's better.
You look down at yourself. What the hell? You seem to be wearing an ill-fitting dinner jacket and baggy trousers. Then you notice that your nose seems to have gotten longer and your arms shorter and the floor closer. Yes, you have been turned into a penguin. Oh, do you want to be Treguard?
Oh dear,
says Treguard.
I hope you like fish dinners.
Wait, how did Treguard get here?
Oh, I don't know. He's just omniscient.
Ah, do you want to try again? Yes, so we have to attack then.
Dead? What? We went from being a penguin to being dead?
You have been found wanting. This time your quest may not succeed. But take courage. You have journeyed far and attempted that of which many only dream. Next time you set foot beyond the walls of Castle Knightmare, know whence your path may lead.
Who knows whence?
Who knows whence your path may lead?
Wow, what traditional
Restart?
oldie-timey fantasy language. They really went to town with it. Right, let's just restart.
I'm shocked that... So we were meant to fight the sorceress.
Yeah. Oh, what? There's Eagle Quest. No, it's not.
Oh, it tricked us.
Right, I'm beginning the adventure.
All right, let's
okay, I'm just skipping through.
Yeah, in
Okay,
wit.
right. Okay, I'm not
Next.
using heat. I'm going to keep moving. Oh, no, go in.
Yeah, go
I'm
in.
going to take something else.
No, the first
No, because we're not... If we don't go up on that upper path...
We won't see the polar bear.
I'm going to take the fur coat.
Okay.
Right, I'm going to take the low road.
Low road.
Right. Oh, for God's sakes.
Oh.
Filled with snowdrifts. Oh, I hate this now. Oh dear, says Treguard. Frosted adventurer, and not a microwave in sight.
Okay.
Okay, how does he know about microwaves? He comes from a fantasy kingdom. That doesn't strike me as terribly authentic. I think Treguard's a faker. I don't think he's really a kind of weird fantasy castle lord man at all. I think.
Are we still alive? Why is
no?
the
We're
sky
dead.
there?
We're dead.
Oh.
Look, it was filled with snowdrifts, and we froze or something. Our fur coat is weighed down by heavy ice. Unbelievable.
Oh.
It killed us. I'm not playing anymore. I'm done.
Let's try one more time.
Oh, I don't want to. Restart.
I just want to beat the sorceress.
Well, right. I'm going to go in, but I'm going to take the
get
snowshoes.
Okay. I just think the south.
No, I'm taking the snowshoes.
No,
No, look,
okay.
there, see?
The
we
valley
got through.
path is filled with snowdrifts, and as you push forward, you find the snow spilling over your snowshoes. Once or twice, you feel the ice below shifting as you step onto solid-looking surfaces. But moving carefully with your snowshoes, you manage to make your way to the easier path beyond the valley.
Hurrah!
Hooray.
Next.
You're
Right.
temporarily refreshed, but the icy wind blows.
So-
okay, we've done this.
Right.
All right.
I don't think we should use heat because I think we should use it on the woman. So I'm going to press on and see what happens.
Oh, okay.
Yes, see? We didn't even need to do anything.
Okay, next. Here
Right,
she is.
I'm going to spellcast her.
Oh, spellcast heat.
Oh, that's terrible, Paul. It looks like Wilson out of Castaway.
Really?
Yeah, it looks like the basketball out of Castaway.
It looks like,
Wilson! Listen!
it looks like a semi-realistic heart to me.
Okay.
Invoking the spell conjures a ball of red light to form in your right hand. It pulses with warmth as you look up and try to identify a target upon which to use it. Okay, do you aim for the sorceress, the frozen captive, or the ice chandelier?
I'm going to fire
Ice
I
chandelier.
said
Yeah, because then it will like fall on her. Your heat spell flies off above the sorceress's head, but misses the chandelier. What? It strikes the ceiling, and for a moment there's silence. Then the great sheets of ice above your head shiver and crack. You hurry for the door, but before you can reach safety, crash.
Okay, you really committed to that. I mean, don't go all out. Don't show any enthusiasm or anything.
You
Saying,
do the
I mean,
crash. You do the crash.
gosh.
Much better.
Well, says Treguard, that certainly brought the house down. That's how you do it.
Yay!
Treguard, spray me on your armpits.
And stay fresh forever. Try again. Oh, what? So we died?
Oh, for the love of God.
Are you for real?
So we died, Cidis died, and I'm not doing
died.
it anymore.
Why not? We need to get to the end.
Sake.
Please just let us win one game.
Right, Inuit.
I think go back.
I thought that might happen. You could say, I knew it. I knew it. I knew it was going to happen.
Oh yeah, we probably can't say it.
I'm taking the snowshoes again. I'm going the low
road.
Next, press on. Spellcasting heat, yes?
Yeah.
Right. Sorceress.
Aim, yeah. The red sphere flies straight and true towards the evil figure of your enemy. She deftly bats it aside.
Right, we've got the tingling again. She's caused us to have another stroke.
Oh, what? No. Oh, we're a penguin again.
Right, restart. This is so annoying.
All right. Come on, we can do this.
I knew it. I knew it. Go in, snowshoes, low road. Next. Press on. Next. Spellcasting heat.
On the frozen captive.
She's like a bit
The sorceress blinks with surprise as the ball of heat flashes past her. She turns with alarm as the block the ice containing Cidis shatters. Exploding under pressure from within, the heat ball turns upon Asandra and she abandons her attack on you to raise a hasty defense.
So why didn't she, when we just attacked her directly, she was just like, yeah, whatever.
And flings it to the side. Oh
my God. Really, Paul? That was the best you could do?
I like it. It's cute.
I mean, I'm hoping it's corrupted.
But what?
But she's got a weird square jaw. Anyway, carry on. Do you want to read it?
For a few... I'm hoping it's corrupted.
Or one or two things. It was either corrupted or I didn't give a shit that day. I was phoning it in.
How long would it have taken you to do a picture like this?
That one?
Yeah.
I don't know. Minute.
Oh.
I really didn't take a lot of time with that.
For a few moments, you watch anxiously as the flight rages at the far end of the hall. But then the floor there melts, and with a hideous curse, Asandra sinks from view. Cidis conjures the ice to reform and runs towards you. Do you want to read?
At last, one of my spells has worked. Now we must hurry from here. I doubt my magic will hold her for long. Spellcasting. HOME. DISCO. DISCO. You know that song?
Yes.
Oh, you look like you didn't. Right.
Oh, wow.
Cool. See? At the bottom there.
In the merest instant, you are returned to Castle Knightmare. Hordris is reunited with his daughter.
See? His daughter. His daughter.
Okay. Foolish one, to risk the perils of the ice palace.
He is a shit. He's abusive.
I know, she's just been trapped.
He's emotionally abusive.
Trapped by a sorceress in an ice palace for so long. Instead of saying like, oh, my darling, I missed you. I'm so glad you're safe. It's like,
he's emotionally abusive.
Fool. Why did you do that?
Silly little girl. Go to your room.
And she's just like, I'm just going to go back to the ice palace now.
Well done, brave traveller.
says Treguard. Oh, I was getting Hordris and Treguard mixed up. I thought they were one person.
Oh my god.
You have,
No, Hordris was the confuser.
that's it. Oh, sorry.
Treguard was the bearded man.
It's your turn.
You have proven yourself worthy and have achieved your quest. You may now count yourself among the knights of Castle Knightmare.
Oh dear. Written by Mike Cool.
Well, there you go. That's it.
Knightmare is a broadsword production for adult TV.
Thank you.
If
Castle
anyone
Text.
knows Mike,
Teletext.
please do get in touch. castleteletext@gmail.com. I hope you enjoyed this 1993 style adventure.
It's not 1993 style.
As much as I enjoyed
is.
playing it all those years ago. Thanks
Well,
for playing. Who wrote that?
The guy that put this together got the recoveries together.
Oh.
I will say it's a shame they didn't do more of those, and I think it's a shame that I wasn't put in charge of doing them.
Oh.
Because it would have been a lot of fun. I was going to say better, but
Oh.
it would have been a lot of fun.
That was already a lot.
It was very well put together, I think. But
Could you make new ones?
now,
Yeah. And just put them on the internet.
I'm not going to do that
Why?
because I've got enough to do.
Oh, fine.
Right. Well, thank you as always, everyone, for listening and watching.
Yes.
We have, now that my mother's safely ensconced in the zoo, it's a joke. It's not really in a zoo. I've just pulled a hair out of my ear. Look at that. That was a long one, just coming out the side of my ear. Look at that, Sonia.
I can't see it.
Well, it's quite a fine hair. It's a fine hair. It's a fine hair. Now that my mother's in the nursing home, we've got a bit more time, a little bit more time. If we can put our guilt to one side and not feel obliged to go in every 5 minutes. So we've started properly, or I've started properly on the next couple of eps of Digi Level 2, so they should be with you soon. There's still loads of stuff on our Patreon if you just want to go and immerse yourself in that. There's links below, including, which we're recording later, that will be up for our upper tiers. It's my stomach again, Sonia, if you would like to comment on it yet more. I don't know. I'm doing a live commentary on Pudsey the Dog the movie.
Nice.
So if you want to watch that, sign up, and you've got years worth of stuff. Okay, good. Right. Thanks for listening. Leave a comment if there's something you'd like us to do.
Yes.
Like us to
well,
play.
we were going to play. Thanks.
I was trying to wrap up.
Oh.
You do this
No, I
every
just wanna
time.
ask someone-
We talked
this
about
is
doing Sid
relevant.
Meier's Pirates. Yes.
Yes, thanks
I've
to
got
James Moorhead for suggesting it, because our next episode is actually pirate themed.
Next Digi Level 2 episode.
Next Digi Level 2 episode.
It is, but I've got to try and find a version of it that will play on the Mac.
On Mac. So if you know where we can find a Mac version of it, please drop us a line.
Okay.
Or comment below.
Yeah. All right, everyone. Thanks as always for supporting us and for being patient.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye-bye.